Peace, family. You know, I can understand why white people say that racism and white privilege don't exist. They profit off of it. But for the life of me, I can't understand why black people deny it. And when it's so obvious. I said that to say this. Michelle Obama last night, I'm watching the news, said that she's not coming to the inauguration. Now, she already didn't attend Jimmy Carter's funeral, that she was tied up in Hawaii. And it was speculation around that. Now she says she's not going to come to the inauguration, and now everybody's saying, nah, she don't like Donald Trump. But the fact of the matter is this. Donald Trump don't like Michelle Obama. He called her nasty, right during one of his campaign rallies. Michelle Obama, who once said, when they go low, you go high, she finally said enough is enough. She scrapped that nonsense. She's not going, and she let everybody know she's not going because of Donald Trump. And when they was talking to this guy that was on Shark Tank, white bald head guy, I don't even know his name. He's talking about something. This is going to be the first time in 100 years that the wife of a former president don't show. No, it's not, mother effer. This is going to be the first time in 4 years. Because when Joe Biden won the election in 2020, Donald Trump refused to go. But see, white people, you don't see your racist bigotry ways. All you can look at is what Michelle Obama's doing. Because when the point was brought up that Donald Trump didn't attend the 2020 inauguration, this fool from Shark Tank, now he want to change the topic, talking about or you got to respect the office. Michelle Obama not respecting the office. Well, when is the office going to respect black people? You know, like I say, it's just ridiculous. But the fact of the matter is this: Donald Trump has been the most accommodated political candidate I have ever seen. This man has said and done things and participated in acts and behaviors that would have disqualified any other political candidate. And I ask myself over and over again, why this guy? What is it so special about Donald Trump that this guy has to be president of the United States? I'm look at myself, for example. I'm a truck driver. My livelihood depends on my license. If I was to apply for another driving position, in that process, they're going to ask me, have my license ever been suspended or denied? Ever. Do I have any felonies or misdemeanors? Is there any previous or pending litigation against you? And based upon my answer, it can mean I'm denied an opportunity to work. Here, Donald Trump, he was convicted on 34 felonies on January 10th. He takes office on January 20th. I would be denied the ability to work 3 to 5 years if I had a license suspension or a felony with 3 to 5 years. It's not going to take Donald Trump 2 weeks after being convicted of 34 felonies to take office as president of the United States. And when he was sentenced, the judge told him before you even come down here, don't even worry about it. No jail time, no fines, no probation. You know what? No problem. The record would show that Donald Trump is a felon, but the record won't prevent him from doing anything. If I had a felony conviction on my record, I could even vote for president, let alone run for it. But Donald Trump, this guy's like Teflon. Nothing sticks to him. But the fact of the matter is this: if the courts are so corrupt that a former president of the United States can be railroaded by the Department of Justice, and he's crying and complaining because he's being improperly persecuted. And then he campaigns on that. And you fools vote him back into office to seek vengeance. Then you have to admit that the court has always been corrupt. It ain't just get corrupt just to target Donald Trump. And if you're going to vote this guy back in office and he wants to throw out the Department of Justice, then you have to throw out all their convictions. Every time a black person was crying that he was innocent and was found guilty, you got to overturn that conviction. And every time a white person said that he was innocent when actually he was guilty, you got to overturn that one as well. You can't have this guy go back into office as president of the United States to overthrow or throw out the Department of Justice, but only the rulings that apply to Donald Trump. If you're going to throw out the whole Department of Justice, then you got to throw out all the decisions and just let everybody out of prison. It's just this system is, like I say, this system is so corrupt. It's not just the Department of Justice that's corrupt. It's the whole system, period. Because the fact of the matter is, with these criminal convictions, you have businesses, industries, and institutions that still allow Donald Trump to participate in this system. I do not have that privilege, and anybody that look like me don't have that privilege. The issue here is white businesses, white industries, white institutions protect the needs and interests of white people. So you can have a license suspended, past or present. You can have felony convictions, past or present. You can have been convicted or have pending litigation against you. These industries and institutions allow Donald Trump to still participate. This is the obvious signs of both white privileges and white racism. They coddle their own. Black people, this is why I've always said, we have to build our own independent businesses, industries, and institutions to safeguard our own needs and our own interests. And you ain't going to get it from the Republican or Democratic side of this party. We got to create our own party to look after our own way of life. This is, what's going on in this country. And just like I said, it's just, I can see why white people deny it. Like I say, they profit from it. And they can't admit to it because then that'll justify everything that black people have been saying. But for you Negroes that still sit up here and say that racism don't exist, white privilege don't exist, there's no systemic racism, how can you look at what's going on right now in this political system and say that with a straight face?